Okay, is there anything I need to know about in terms of injuries or anything, or clearly feeling a bit meh? Hopefully you'll feel better after this. But the breathing hopefully will help you out. So when you're breathing in, I know you probably can't, but give it your best shot, to breathe out through your nose as well. I don't know, it might help. Okay. So tonight we're going to do hips. Ladies that have been here for some time are thinking, I know what that's all about. We hold a lot of tension in our hips, and not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. So we're going to work on the hips, we're going to work on the quads, hamstrings, and what asanas have we got? So the reason why you've got a block and straps is because you might need to use your straps. Straps and blocks are extension of our arms, and just so we can reach places and go into asanas a lot better. Now, there is one asana that we're going to end on. All I say, give it a go, or not. So, we're going to be coming into a bridge at the end. And when we go into a bridge, we come up, clearly, vertebrae by vertebrae, we come up. And some people just could come to this, and that's what they're happy with. What I try to do is bring your shoulder blades under and place a block underneath, so on your sacrum, so you could just rest. Then what I'm going to say is, can you come onto your head? And you can stay like this. Or can you go one further and come up like so? All right? Now, it's your practice. I'm not expecting you to do that. But I've got to give options. There might be someone who goes, yeah, I'm quite all right with that today. But remember, your blocks are there for extension of your arms. So we can utilize the block if needs be. Okay. And once again, underneath. Okay. And believe me, this is really nice. So crack on with the lesson. I'm just going to say it. But honestly, it is a really nice kind of stretch. And I encourage you to do something like that at home. All right, so what you're probably thinking, what's that got to do with hips? It's in the sessions, we've got to reach to a pinnacle of the session. So that is kind of our big asana, let's say. But through there, we're going to be releasing the quads, we're going to be releasing hamstrings, and we're going to be strengthening all our hip muscles. Okay, so in order for you to be able to do something like that. Equally, stomach muscles, so psoas, so it goes right from up under your ribs all the way down to your hips. Sometimes we're sat down, that becomes tight. Equally, your hip flexors become tight as well. So that's what we do, is try and get all of this working again. On that note, I'm going to keep to my timings. So let's come into a grounded position, into our easy pose, and I encourage you to sit on the block. So if you've got tight hips, and you know you probably got tight hips because your knees are up like this, sit on your block and it'll raise you up, and you'll be able to kind of release the hips. So come into your seated position, and what I would like you to do is get the fleshy parts, bring them backwards so you can really feel your sitting bones on the ground. Then what I'm going to ask you to do is just flutter the knees up and down, knees up and down. And what that's doing is just allowing you to relax your hips, all right? Because I'm in a yoga class, what's going to happen to me? You know, and you might get all tensed up, or the day might have really annoyed you. You know, your boss or work colleague or family member might have really got your goat today. And sometimes we just hold that anger in our body or that frustration. All right, so just allow yourself now to close your eyes while I just bung the music on. And just allow yourself to really connect with your breath. Okay. And as you connect with your breath, take a nice big deep inhale. And as we inhale, we're going to lengthen the spine, like someone's pulling your head up towards the sky. And then on the exhale, we're just going to chill the shoulders down, relax. And then the next in-breath, we're going to bring the shoulders up. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring them back and down. And just continue to connect with your breath. Connect to your mind. Just allow the worries of the day to float out of your breath when you exhale. And this is the same with all the asanas. When we breathe out, or just like you, any tension, to just breathe it out. And I would like you to just focus on the day, on the session, what's ahead. What is it you want to achieve? What's your intention for the lesson? Is it better balance, breathing, letting go? Okay, and just open up your eyes. And as we inhale, take a nice big deep breath in, bring your arms up, bring your palms together, and then bring the hands to heart center via the third eye, connecting the mind and the body. Once at heart center, bring your gaze down to the earth. Feel the stretch in the neck. And then we're going to inhale, take the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale down. Okay, bring your hands down, leave your neck where it is. And then inhale, rise up. As we exhale, we're going to bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, and then we're going to change the gaze to the knee, the right knee, changing the stretch in the neck. And then we're going to inhale, bring your chin down towards your chest, and then just roll the pose out. Inhale, and then go down to your right side. Remember, keep the shoulder down. Inhale, and then exhale. We're going to change the gaze to the knee. Okay. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, relax. Inhale, bring the shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, relax down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, relax down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, relax. Inhale, take the arms up, and we're going to bend towards the right. Lateral flexion. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down the other side. Inhale, rise up. And we're going to continue doing this a couple of times on each side. Leave the sitting bones where they are. And one more on the other side. And then inhale, rise up, and we're going to twist to the right side. Keep this nice and dynamic. So inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, bring your body round further. Release, inhale, and then bring your body round a bit more. Okay, come to the front. Inhale, rise up. And exhale to the other side. Okay, come to the front, and what we're going to do is come onto our hands and knees, and we're going to go into our cat and cow. So spread the fingers out, dig the fingertips in if you need to take the pressure off the wrists. Okay, inhale, come down to cow pose, looking up, you're gazing up at the ceiling, and exhale. Round up your spine, up towards the ceiling, chin in towards the chest. And then inhale down to cow. Exhale up to cat. Inhale down to cow. Exhale up to cat. Remember, engage the core. And come to a neutral spine. Okay, what I would like you to do is take to the floor again to sit down. We're going to take the right leg backwards and keep the front leg forwards. All right, so you're in a bit of a figure four here. All right, we're going to do a bit of strengthening on the hips. So see the right foot, we're just going to square off the hips. We're just going to raise up the right foot. And then exhale. Raise up the foot. And exhale. Raise up the right foot, and you should feel it in your hips, okay? So that's nice, really easy exercise, but, well, not really easy because it hurts. But you can feel your hips strengthening. And rise up, lower, and we're going to rise up for the 5th time, and just leave it in the air for a bit. And this is strengthening the medius and minimus muscles of the glutes. We forget about these muscles, and it's what helps our hips. And relax there. What we're going to do is pull the left leg in slightly, and we're going to place the left hand down, and we're going to come up, push the hips forward. And back down. Push the hips forward. Back down, nice and gently. Push the hips forward for the last time. And back down. And what we're going to do is switch over our legs and do exactly the same on the other side. So if you ever do a squat and your knees go in, it's because your hips need, your glute muscles need a bit of strengthening. This is a really good exercise to do. So square off the hips, inhale, rise up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up for 3, exhale down, inhale up for 4, exhale down, and last one, inhale up, and hold. Thought that was someone at the window then. All right. And relax there. Bring the right foot inwards so you can then go inhale up, pushing the hips forward, exhale down, pushing the hips forward, exhale down, and last one, pushing them forward, exhale down. All right, and come onto your hands and knees. Take off your socks, push up into a downward dog. And just allow the heels to push down onto the earth. Put a bend in your knees if you need to. Relax the head. The gaze should be looking up at the navel. And open up the chest by pushing the chest towards your thighs. All right, relax the shoulder blades back and down. So you should have a little bit of a space in between your ears and your arm. Okay. Okay, lovely. All right. And start to walk forward towards your hands into a half forward fold. So coming into a forward fold, nice flat back, bring your shoulders back. So you've got nice flat back, looking, just gazing down at the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your body down into a forward fold. Now, what I do suggest is that you bend your knees at this first part, simply because you haven't quite warmed up yet. All right, and then come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. So coming into our sun salutations. Okay, you can either bring your feet together, touch the two big toes, or you could go out. So stability-wise, less stability, more stability. Okay, Tadasana. Take the tailbone in, bring your shoulders back and down. Spread your toes, feel all the feet on the floor, on the mat. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, as we exhale, we'll fold at the hips. And when I say release that, any negativity, this is where you can do it, okay? Inhale, up to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Bring your shoulders back, bring your bum down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees to the ground, then the chest and the chin. Lastly, the hips, and then forward with the arms. Tucking the elbows in, engaging the core and the buttocks, and then exhale, come back to a downward dog. Lovely. And just cycle out your knees again. Cycle out your feet even. And then either take one big step forward or nice little steps to come forward into a half fold. Remember, shoulders back. Exhale, full forward fold. So relaxing the head down. And let's come up vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way up, reaching above our head, extending the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep the core engaged. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, down, forward folding. Inhale, rise up to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Bums down, engage the core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees down, then the chest. And inhale, rise up to cobra. So push away from the ground, shoulders back. Engage the core. Press the hips down and then come back into downward dog. So hips nice and high. Excellent. All right. And step forward, jump forward. Into a half fold. Shoulders back, looking directly down at the floor. So you want that nice flat spine. And exhale, full forward fold. As you exhale, release any crap that you've got going on, if anything. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana. Last sun salutation. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, down, forward folding. Get rid of any crap. Inhale, rise up to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the whole body down, elbows backwards. Inhale, rise up to cobra or up dog. And then back to downward dog.
Okay, inhale, take the right leg up towards the sky. What we're going to do is lean over to the left, put a bend in the right knee, and open up the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your leg through. So you're stacking it in between your hands. And then inhale, rise up to a high lunge. Remember, engage the muscles, bring the feet together. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back down and come back into a downward dog. Step forward, jump forward. Pardon me, I did say that was the last sun salutation. It's not. I lied. And forward fold. Coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. All we're doing is the other leg, that's all. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana. No rest. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down, forward fold in. Your hamstrings should be getting nice and relaxed now. Inhale, rise up to a half fold. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down. Inhale, rise to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, take the left leg up to the sky. Open up the hips, so bend out to the right. Staying strong. Open up the hips, engage the core, and then come forward in after your exhale. On your exhale, and inhale, rise up to high lunge. Relax into the pose, but keep the muscles contracted. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the hands down. Come back into a downward dog. Okay, jump forward, step forward into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center. Super. Take 5 breaths. Have a drink if you need to, or just stay in Tadasana and ground. Keep grounded. Keep breathing. Nice and relaxed. Sorry, I forgot to mention, make sure your blocks are ready. So I usually put them at the front and have the strap ready as well. All right. I'm going to come back slightly. Okay, so in our Tadasana, inhale, take the arms up. As we exhale, we're going to bend to the left, okay? So bend to the left, sorry, it should be my right. Okay, keep breathing. I can see people holding their breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down some more. Imagine there's a pane of glass in front and behind. And inhale. Then bend your elbows, connect your hand with both of the elbows. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to push out on the buttocks or the root chakra. Coming down halfway. And staying here. Make sure your shoulders are back. Got a nice flat spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down into a forward fold. And you can release and just stay here for a second. If it's too much for you, please put a bend in the knees. And plant your palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your body down into Chaturanga. Inhale, rise up to Cobra. And back to Downward Dog. Okay, take the right leg up. And we're going to open up the hips again, so bend over to the left. Lovely. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee through, stacking in between your hands. Okay, what we're going to do now is just rise our body, stay in the lunge position, but we're going to rise the body up slightly so our hands are just off the floor. All right? Drop the hips down. So we're trying to get all of this
working for 3, 2, and 1. What we're going to do is drop the knee down, take the right foot outwards to the edge of the mat, bring your right hand on the inside, and we're going to place our elbows as best as we can on the mat. Now you can use your blocks if you need that little bit of height, okay? And the idea is to make sure your knees backwards as well, so we're not too far up, we're back. Now if you want to progress this, you can bring your left knee up off the ground as well, all right? This is our lizard lunge, okay? Okay. And just rise up with your hands. Take your left hand on the floor and rotate to the right. With your right hand up to the air. For 3, 2, 1, and release down. And we're going to come back to a downward dog. So just swing your leg back to a downward dog and just pedal out what you've just done there. Okay. Inhale, take the right leg up to the sky. We're going to bend the knee, bringing it all the way through, stacking in between your hands. All right, we're going to go into a triangle. So we're going to take the left foot out to the long edge, straighten up the front leg, push the hips forward and come into our triangle. So you should be right foot forwards. Okay. Right, what we're going to do now is bend into the front leg. So the right leg is now bent. Place your right hand down, use your blocks if you need to, and come into our extended side angle. So we're just swinging the arm overhead. So the arm doesn't go straight up, it comes over our heads. That's it. So we're getting that side body stretch as well. Good. And straighten up the front leg again, going back into triangle, and then taking your arm upwards again. Breathe. And bend into that front leg, back into extended side angle. Notice how we're opening up the hips. If your legs are too far up, you're not kind of opening up the hips. So what maybe some people could do is just drive your foot forward slightly. So your hips are coming down towards the earth more. All right. And bring your left leg forward and turn your body to face the front. You might have to bring your left foot in slightly. And we're going to straighten up the front leg and the rear leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your body down into a forward fold. So our intense stretch, remember you can use your blocks. Try and drive your heel down at the rear. Pay attention to the back of your knee on the right. Okay. And what we're going to do now is plant the left hand by the right foot and then twist to a revolved triangle. So turn to the right. That's it. Make sure your right shoulder's coming backwards so the arms are in line. Nice one, ladies. All right, inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the hand down. And what we're going to do now is turn to your left,
Both feet facing the left side of your mat. Take your stance outwards a little bit, so walk your feet out. Inhale, lengthen, nice straight back. Exhale, come down into a forward fold. Place your block on your head if you need to. Rest your block on your head or on the floor. Looking good. Okay, inhale, rise up. What we're going to do now is bend into the right, bring your stance in slightly, bend into the right knee, bring your bums down onto the earth. Now you can use your block here as well to sit. I should really go around the other way, shouldn't I? And what you're doing here is side lunge. You could bring your foot upwards. You could come up onto your toes if you can't quite get your foot flat. And really, your knee should be right in your armpit as well. So ideally, should be sitting back, but my hips won't allow me to do this. All right. Wait, you okay? All right. And turn to the right. So you're going to come or straighten up your leg first, turn to the right, coming into a low lunge, and then step back into, hold on. Stay in low lunge, come forward, onto the right foot, standing up, into our warrior three. Oh, blimey. Okay, this way you're going to need your straps in a minute. So stand, straighten up, bring the left leg through. Now you can put it down if you want to use the straps. If not, take the left leg with the left foot. I'm going to straighten out in front. Now, if you're using your straps, plant your leg in, bend your knee upwards, and then slowly take it out in front. Make sure you're nice and upright. And this is your hand to toe, standing hand to toe. The wall's there. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw, nice and controlled, come down. How's that? And just give yourself 5 breaths, relax, have a drink. Okay. And we're going to go into a vinyasa, and then we're going to do that one again, okay? So, inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, down, forward folding. Inhale, rise up to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down. Inhale, rise up to cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Step forward, jump forward. Into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. You might notice that your hamstrings are starting to relax a little bit more. And come into Uttanasana. Okay, we're going to do the other side. Make sure your blocks and everything's ready to go. Okay, inhale, take the arms up. And we're going to bend to the right.
Breathe in. Nice. And inhale, rise up. Bend the elbows. Hands on each elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Push out on the butt. Folding forward into a half fold. Shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down into a forward fold. Relax there. And just remain here for a bit. Let your arms just relax. And place your palms down. Step back into a plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your body down into chaturanga. Inhale, rise up to cobra, shoulders back. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, take the left leg to the sky. And open up the hips, leaning over to the right side. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the leg through, stacking in between your hands. And we're going to just bring our bodies up slightly, so we're in a holding lunge. And you should feel this. Everything's kind of contracted. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the hands down and the knee. Take the left leg out to the side. Bring your left arm inwards. Make sure the knee's backwards as much as you can. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the elbows down. And you can rise up with the knee if you so wish. Okay, and come up onto your hands. Plant the right hand down and then twist to the left. Should feel your hip flexors getting nice and loose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the hand down and come back into a downward dog. Ugh. Blimey. Okay, take the left leg up to the sky again. Put bend in the knee, bring it all the way through, stacking in between your hands. Take the rear foot outwards, 90 degrees. Straighten up the front leg, coming into our triangle. Remember to use your blocks if you need to. Right, I'm just going to come and have a little look. Ooh. Okay, what I'm going to ask is if you bring your block up slightly and put your hand there, only because that's better, push your hips forward. You got it. Yeah, perfect. Just going to get you to turn your block over and it will rise you up slightly. Just going to bring your hips forward, that's great. Put a bend into the left knee. Place your left hand down and swing your arm overhead into our side angle, extended side angle. That's it, drop the hips down. You've got it, you've got it. Okay. And then we're going to straighten up again, straighten up the front leg, coming into our triangle. So you've got it like this. If we come in, just bring your arms up. So if you have to come up more, just to bring your hips forward, please, that's the right thing to do. But you've got it. Sometimes we might need to take out our stride. Nice, Suzanne. All right, put a bend into that left knee again and swing the arm overhead. That's the one. Swing the arm overhead, drop the hips down. That's it. You've got it. Okay, straighten up that front leg. Twist your body round so it's facing, facing forward. And bring your legs round as well. Straighten up the front leg. You might have to come in with the rear leg. And we're just going to come into our intense stretch or pyramid. So both legs nice and straight. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down to chest towards the thighs. Should really feel that in the hamstrings. And if you think it's too much, what I'd like you to do is inhale. As you exhale, relax. Relax into it. So when we inhale, we bring the legs together to contract, and then exhale, relax. Okay, and place the right hand down and revolve around to the left, taking your arm up towards the sky. Squaring off the shoulders. Okay, and inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the hand down, and we're going to move to the right edge of the mat. So bring both of your feet round, take your feet out slightly, straighten up, inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the body down. So hinge at the hips and relax your head onto the earth or onto a block. And inhale, rise. Bring your stance in slightly, walk your feet in. And what we're going to do is bend into this left leg. So bend into the left leg and bring your hips down towards the earth. And try and sit your hips back. If that's a struggle, please just sit back onto a block. You could sit back on as many blocks as you want. Okay? All right. And bring or come up, straighten up the left leg. Come round towards the front edge of the mat. Into our lunge. And we're going to step forward into our warrior three. So just take that nice big step forward. Right leg upwards and then release. Bring the body upwards as well. Can't walk and talk and do at the same time tonight. Remember, you're going to go into a hand to toe. So inhale, rise up, bring your right foot forwards. Focus on a point, take the right foot into the right hand, straighten up, and then stretch out. You don't have to stretch it entirely. I've got really tight hamstrings at the minute, right on my buttocks. So leave a bend in the leg if you have to. Like me there, if you're swaying about, just relax yourself. Focus, come back into it. Not with it tonight. Okay. And nice and controlled. I think we might work on our balance next week. Just come down, inhale, take the arms up, exhale down, forward folding. Inhale, rise to a half fold, exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the body down, inhale, rise to cobra or up dog, exhale, back to downward dog. And take to your knees, and we're going to go into our child's pose. And then after this, look forward to a bit of pigeon.
So take a few breaths, relax your head, relax your body, allow your breathing to slow. Okay, and come up, push up into a downward dog. Inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. Bring it all the way through, but this time we're just going to place the outer leg down. Make a right angle with the foot in front, with the knee. I have got really tight hips, so I place a block under, which will just give me a little bit more kind of height here. And it'll allow me to adjust my leg. So some people just bring the leg back and they're not really getting any stretch. So take the leg forward as much as you can without injuring yourself, okay? And then all I'm going to ask you to do is just use your fingertips, or you might want to elevate yourself with your block. And just push as you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, just push your hip down so you're feeling the stretch in the hip. Do this a couple of times, then there's a modification. You can use your straps, or you can take your left hand onto the front of your left foot. Make sure your knee isn't outwards. It's got to be in line with your other knee, okay? Bring it upwards. You don't have to do this. This is a progression. And what I would suggest is, as you inhale, you push into your leg, so you're contracting the muscle. As you exhale, you bring your foot towards your bum. And keep doing this. Inhale and exhale. Every time. And you'll feel this in your hip flexor and your quad, okay? Inhale and exhale. All the while you're pushing down as well as you exhale. And release there. Coming back into our downward dog. And just pedaling out. Pedaling out. Relaxing, pedaling out. And then we're going to take the left leg up to the sky. Bring it forward, stacking on the ground. And we're just going to place the block under if you need it first. Get our position so our hips are square, and then adjust your foot in front. Okay. Place your hands out. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to press down on this block or on the mat. All right? If you're finding it too comfortable, just adjust your foot. Inhale, press down. Now, if you want to go that further, just bring your foot upwards, pressing into your foot. Suzanne, there's times I've done that. It's funny, you're like, I could get it, I could get it. All right, pressing in your foot into your hand, so you're contracting the quads. Then you're going to release as you breathe out. This just needs working towards this. Once you get over the kind of fright that it hurts a little bit. But remember, you can use your strap, okay? You can press it outwards and then bring it inwards. All right? So there's ways and means. Pressing out, bring it in. At the same time, you're pressing down. All right. And release there. Come back into our downward dog. And we're going to come down into our child's pose. Take a rest here. Okay, and raise up.
Right, we're going to go into a bit of a squat, okay? And in my lesson this morning, I had a trumper farter. I love a good farter. People get embarrassed. I'm like, do not be embarrassed about that. It's great. So if you do have a good trump, don't worry about it. It's all good. Okay, what we're going to do is come up into a plank. We're going to take the right foot forward. We're going to take the left foot forward. And we're going to come down into a squat. Now, remember you've got your blocks there, okay? So squat, you should be sitting right back, okay? Take your feet out. So some people will have their feet in too much. What I would like you to do is get your knees right into your elbow. Now, if you ever wanted to do crow pose, this is the start of crow pose. Just saying, but we're not going to do that, right? What I would like you to do is bring your hands to the heart center, and I'd like you to push outwards with your elbows, then release your knees in, out with your elbows. If anyone's struggling, please use your block, all right? Just sit on your block like that, and you'll get exactly the same. Inhale, exhale. And as you can tell, this is really opening up the hips. Equally, you could go to the wall of this and have your back on the wall, all right? Great hip opener. Okay, what we're going to do to counteract this is place your palms down and just come into a forward fold. And place your palms down and bring your knees down. Cross over your legs, come back into our seated pose. Get your sitting bones on the mat. Take your arms behind. We're going to come up into boat pose. So allow yourself to balance on your sitting bones. Bring your legs up. And finally, take your hands off if you choose to do so. Nice straight back. If you want to modify it, you could straighten up your legs. Oh, my knees are creaking. There we go. That's the one. Okay. And in 3, 2, 1. Nice and controlled, legs down. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, coming down. This way we're going to go into so have your block to hand. We're going to go into our bridge. So what I would like you to do is bring your tailbone up first, vertebrae by vertebrae, raise your hips up towards the ceiling. Adjust your feet if you need to bring them in towards your butt cheeks more. Coming up onto the shoulders where you can, bringing the shoulder blades together underneath. If you can, take your block, I'm going to come around in a minute, take your block onto your sacrum and just allow yourself to relax. If you need your block, Melanie, turn it the other way. See, you did it there. Right. Come up onto your toes. That's it. Right in the sacrum. And onto your shoulders. Bring your shoulder blades together. All right? Now, if you want to go one further, place your hands behind, by your head. This is only if you want to go into a wheel, all right? Come up onto the crown of your head, so push up away from the ground, come onto the crown of your head, and then push upwards. If you can go into wheel, very good. Straighten up the legs if you can, if you want. Well done, ladies. Yeah, right at the bottom of the back. So, no. Let's go the other way. Right, come right up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Come down onto your head again. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Can you get any higher? That's it. Right on there. Relax. How good does that feel? Yeah? All right? Told you. How nice does that feel? Honestly, just do this at home and it will just, and relax onto your thing. Right, take away the block or take away, or come down vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and controlled. Come into a seated position and we're just going to twist this out. All right. So, left leg under right. All right. You can either just pull this leg inwards or you can inhale, twist to the right with your left elbow. Bring what you're doing, you're bringing your knee towards your body. So that's right. Knee towards the body. And you should feel this in the hips. I'm coming around, don't worry. Oh, they haven't bloody cleaned in here. Be having words. So, left leg under.
This one.
Yeah. Right leg over. Right leg over that. Right, ready? Mm-hmm. This leg outwards. In fact, what we're going to do, straighten up this leg, because I think your hips are quite tight.
This one is.
Yeah. Bring that over there. Your foot. That's it. Hug this in.
Oh.
Yeah. Same thing. Nice. Okay. And relax there. Switch over. So do that nice little kind of Vogue thing where you just switch over your legs. Nice. There is another way to get in this. I'll have to remember it. You can do it like this. Take one leg over the other and sit back. You could do it that way as well. Okay? I think someone needs to have a little practice. Okay, and we're going to relax there. Put your warm clothes on. And I'm looking at the time, but because your sinuses, I want to show you a bit of breathing. All right. Okay. So when you're ready, come into a seated position. I'm going to show you some breathing very, very quickly, as quick as I can. And then we're going to go into our Shavasana. Okay. So when you're ready, take your right hand, so what you need these three fingers here, right? We're going to do a bit of alternate nasal breathing. So your forefinger on your head, okay, on your third eye. What I would like you to do is close off your right nostril with your thumb. Breathe into the left nostril. Hold, close off the left nostril. Breathe out of the right nostril. Breathe in on the right nostril. Close off, breathe out on the left. Keep doing that, breathing in. Close it off, breathe out. Breathe in. Close it off, breathe out. Keep doing this. Now what you'll notice is that as you breathe in the left nostril, close it off, you might feel a bit cold. Breathe out the right nostril. You might feel the right nostril heated. Keep breathing. What that's doing, your right side is your masculine side, it's the heat. Left side is your cooler side, which is the feminine side. And what alternate nostril breathing does is help balance the two. So sometimes if you put your finger under your nose, breathe out, if you're dominant on one side or the other, it might mean your masculine's in charge or your feminine, and you might need to do a bit of this just to balance it out, okay? Perfect. Come into our corpse pose and relax. Get nice and comfy. And if you want, you can continue that breathing. But what I would like you to do is really connect with your breath and slow your breathing down. Slow it right down. And allow the music to just relax your breathing. Relax your body. That's really good hard work tonight. So you deserve this. You deserve it regardless. Just allow your lower back to relax down to the mat. Allow your forehead to just completely relax. And any other tension in your face, just allow your out breath to relax your jaw and all the muscles around your face. Now allow your shoulders and your neck to completely let go. You don't have to think about a thing. Just allow your mind to completely relax. And enjoy this peace, relaxation. And every out breath you relax more and more. I'd just like you to bring to your mind's eye an image of the day something that you truly enjoyed, something that made you smile, feel loved, feel safe, feel happy, confident, whatever that may be. Bring up that image. And with that image, we could create a feeling to feel whatever you felt during that time today. And turn that feeling up so it's bigger and better than before. And you're going to take it with you now for the rest of the week and for however long you need it. So start to move your toes and your fingertips, flutter your eyelids, and give yourself a nice big deep stretch above your head. And when you're ready, come into a seated position, but come to your right first. Take some breaths. And as you come up into your seated position, bring that feeling with you. And bring your hands to heart center. Thank yourself for coming to your mat today. Thank you for joining me in this practice. I hope you feel nice and loose in your hips, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Namaste. Can we hit the lights, please? Okay, thank you. And can I just get some of your blocks, preferably all your blocks, if that kind of belong to me, but you could keep your own if you want.